There are songs that separate weekend hobby musicians from guys who actually fill pubs and get rebooked. I've played thousands of solo acoustic gigs, and these 5 90s rock anthems never miss. If you're new to the channel, my name is Finbar and I'm a full-time gigging musician based in Edinburgh. And now I coach musicians from all over the world online, helping them build set lists so that they can get out there gigging in pubs, bars, or whatever kind of venue you want to be playing at. In this video, I'm going to break down 5 90s rock songs that can blow the roof off any pub, and I'll show you how to play them very easily so you can add them straight into your set list. And make sure you stick around to the end, because number 5 on the list completely changed how I think about what works on acoustic, and there's a story behind it. I will also share below this video the link to the tabs that I use for these songs, so that if you want to play along, you can use them for reference. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start with a song that is kind of a darker type of a song, but really gets attention very easily, especially if a room is like half chatting, half listening. This song is quite a slow song. It starts quite soft, but when that chorus hits, everybody looks up. And it is Creep by Radiohead. And this song is definitely underrated because it's a slow song, and I do typically recommend most of your set list is upbeat, but there's always room for slow songs that have big impact, and this is definitely one of them. So the original key of Creep is in G, and it's so easy, right? You got G, B7, C, and C minor. And it's pretty much like that the whole way through. The strumming pattern that I use for this song is down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. When you're here before, look you in the eye, just like an angel. Skin makes me cry. Right, and so on. That's kind of pretty much how the first verse goes, and the same strumming for the chorus. So it's actually quite a repetitive song. So you get to the last line of that verse, which is on the C, to the C minor. Wish I was special, so fucking special. Chorus, and I'm a creep, I'm a widow. Well, the hell am I telling you here? I don't belong here. This is one of those songs where you really don't need to be doing anything fancy on the guitar. You just kind of let the song do the work for you. And that's pretty much it with this song. It's really simple, but very, very high impact. By the way, if you're currently working on building your confidence as a solo musician or preparing for live gigs, I've put together a solo gig confidence checklist, which you can grab below this video for free. It's got a list of 30 songs that are quite easy to play on acoustic, and also a email booking template that you can send out to venues if you're trying to land a few paid gigs. I'll leave the link below this video. All right, next up, song number 2. We're going to ease into that kind of early 90s American rock sound. Losing My Religion by R.E.M. It has that real mellow kind of groove that works very well on acoustic. This is one of those songs that works well anywhere in your set or at any type of gig. Like if the crowd is quiet and they're not really up for a big sing-along, you can still play this one. It works really well as background noise, but if the crowd are into it, they will sing along with this one as well. So very versatile song to have on your set. This is another one that I sing in the original key, which is A minor. So that intro, which kind of has a mandolin in the original, just translates so well on acoustic. So you're starting off on an F or F major 7. Personally, I like to use F major 7 instead of an F in this song. F to a quick D minor to G. And then you got an A minor that kind of runs up to a C. So you run up going from A minor to putting a middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string to hit a B bass note, and then to the C. So it goes like this. Instead I'll go to descent right. Oh man, man, I love this song so much. So that continues like that for the first verse. Then you're going to get to that really iconic chorus. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion. Strumming wise is down, down, up, 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 down, down, up. Pretty much the whole way through. Then you'll get to the bridge, which is the same chords as that intro that we did. So, thought that I heard you laughing, I thought that I heard you sing, and I think I thought I saw you try. And then back into the next verse. Every whisper, every waking hour. And that's pretty much it. Again, beautiful song, works well, any type of set, any type of gig, very versatile, but a big sing-along if the crowd is in the mood. Next up is a big one that never failed to lift any pub crowd. In fact, I often end my gigs with this song because it is so big, especially in the UK. Now, I know a lot of you who watch my channel are based in the US, so I'm not quite sure how big this song is in the US, but maybe you can let me know in the comments. It is an Oasis song. Now, don't worry, it's not Wonderwall. It is the next best one, in my opinion, in a pub environment, and it is Don't Look Back in Anger. It's just got a huge, huge sing-along chorus, and that's why it works. So the original key of Don't Look Back in Anger is in C, which is very, very high. Now, some of you might be able to reach it. It's definitely out of my range. In that original key, it's going to sound like, slip inside the eye of your mind, but you know you might find. Right, not too bad, manageable for me. But when I get to that chorus in this key, I just can't reach the high note. And I think a lot of you guys watching this video will struggle as well to reach the high note. So it would be, so Sally can't wait, she knows it's too late. Too high for me, I just don't sound good, and I'm going to strain my voice entirely. So I sing this song in G, which is way, way lower. So if you go to the tab that I've posted below this video, you want to transpose it from starting on a C to being in the key of G instead. So all you have to do that is to click the transpose button at -5. Now it's going to be in a much more manageable key to sing. So the chords are still nice open chords in this key as well. Slip inside the eye of your mind, but you know you might find better place to play. Right, really simple, really singable in that key. That's pretty much it for the verse. Then you get to that pre-chorus where you have the only bar chord in this song is a C minor when you're playing it with these shapes. So you're going to go C to C minor to G. So start a revolution from my bed. Said the brains I had went to my head. Do that for another line, and then you'll get to the end of that pre-chorus, which is the real build-up to the chorus. Stand up beside the fireplace, take that look from off your face, 'cause you ain't ever gonna burn my heart out. That's what I like to do. I like to build up that energy and that volume in the strumming, just building into the chorus. So on that D, there's like 8 beats on that D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the chorus comes, and honestly, the lyrics and the song itself, it does the work for you. So Sally can't wait, she knows it's too late as she's walking on by. Now, you'll notice how manageable that high note is for me now in the key of G. In C, it was, so Sally can't wait. Can't reach it. In G, so Sally can't wait, she knows it's too late. So manageable, absolute no-brainer. If you don't change the keys of your songs, you're missing a trick. You're gonna basically rule out so many songs from being on your set list. So do this, get used to doing it, and it's a game changer, honestly. All right, next up is a personal favorite of mine, being an Irish person, song by the Cranberries, and it is Zombie. Zombie seems to be recognized by everybody worldwide. We get a lot of tourists here in Edinburgh from the US, Asia, different parts of Europe, and this just seems to be globally recognizable one that everybody knows. So always a safe bet from my experience. This song's just raw, powerful, massive chorus, and it's so easy to play. If you pick the right key for your voice, that's probably the main thing with this song. The original key of Zombie is E minor, and this is one of those songs originally sung by female artists, right? Dolores O'Riordan, lead singer of the Cranberries, she sings it in E minor. Another heading slowly, child is slowly ticking. And then that chorus is just way too high. So for me, I prefer the key of A minor. I find that it works quite well as a male singer. Go to the tab below this video and transpose it by pressing +5, and it'll be in the key of A minor then. 4 chords over and over, A minor, F, C, G. Again, another song where I like to use F major 7 instead of F. Just a nicer ring to it in my opinion. Strumming wise, we're just gonna go down, 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 up, down, down, down. Another heading slowly, child is slowly taken. Now you might be thinking, that sounds quite low for my voice, maybe too low, but that's because later in the song it gets higher, so we have to allow for that. So later in that verse you're going, but you see, it's not me, it's not my family, in your head, they are fighting. So now you can hear why I needed to start lower, so that I can reach those notes comfortably later in the verse. Now it really is the chorus of this song that is the magic part. It just has huge impact, probably because it's quite repetitive. Any song that has repetition in it tends to work well with a live audience. So get to that chorus, same chords, same strumming, massive impact. In your head, zombie, 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 it's so catchy and just works every time. All right, song number 5 is the wild card for this video, and it is my favorite one. The reason being, it's relatively new on my set list, and I never intended to be playing this one, to be honest. And it is Under the Bridge by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So one of the biggest elements of this song, the original, is the riff, the opening riff, right? It's beautiful, and I was never really able to play it. I found it too difficult, and I just found it too maybe complicated to try to learn and incorporate into an acoustic set. So I just always avoided this song until one night I was gigging and a group of guys came up to me. They were like, can you play Under the Bridge by the Chili's? And I was like, I can't, I don't know the riff. I wouldn't be able to do the song justice. And they pleaded with me. It was like one of their friends' birthdays and it was his favorite song. And they were like, please, can you sing for him? And I was like, quite reluctant. So what I did was I just opened up Ultimate Guitar on my phone in front of me and I was like, all right, I'll try it for you. I won't be able to do the riff, but I'll play it and you can help me out, sing it and whatever. So that's what I did. I knew it was going to make them happy, but what I didn't anticipate was when I sang that chorus, the whole place joined in, like erupted into singing with me. I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. I thought that I would have to play this song with the riff to get people's attention with it, but that wasn't the case. And since then, I've kept it on my set. So let me show you how I play it without doing the riff. Now, I know some of you out there will be like, oh, you got to play the riff for this song. And I kind of agree with you, but also it's worked for me without the riff. So I can only go on my experience, and that's basically how I build my set list, and how I've done that over years and years of gigging is judging songs or judging the reaction from an audience to the songs that I play. If I never get good reactions to songs, I discard them quite quickly. Sometimes it's the unpredictable ones that do get the reactions, and they're the ones that I keep on my set list, because at the end of the day, as a musician, solo, acoustic, whatever you are, if you're being paid by a venue, you got to make the people happy, right? It's not really about you. It's not about your preference of songs. It's about what they like. And this song played without the riff, it works. So if you want to add a Chili's song to your set list that might surprise people, I recommend it. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it. So the original key of Under the Bridge is in E. There's like an E, a B, and an A in there. I like to transpose it -4 so that it starts on a C chord for the verse. And then that makes the rest of the chords quite simple. And then I chuck a capo on the 3rd fret. So now I'm technically in the key of E flat. So the chords in the verse and the chorus are quite simple in this song. So this one might take a bit of practice to get the timing right, especially when you start singing with it as well. So this is how it goes. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel my only friend. City I live in, city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry. And then it goes to a C major 7, which is a C without the first finger. And then the same again for verse 2. I drive on the street cause she's my companion. Walk through the hills cause she knows who I am. So continue like that until the last line of that second verse. I never worry, that is a lie. C major 7. And then chorus, you've just got D minor, C and G, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. And then back into the chords from the verse. Yeah, 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 yeah. I honestly challenge you to play that song like this at a gig that's relatively busy and not get people singing along with the chorus. I guarantee you they will. You don't actually need that riff. I know some of you will say, oh, but. Yes, I know, I get it, right? It would be better to play the riff, of course, but you can still get a huge impact without it. And at the end of the day, that's all you're trying to do. So up to this point, the song is very simple. It gets a bit trickier later after chorus number 2 when there's kind of a key change. So we finish the second chorus the same way we finished the first, right? The end of it goes, take me to a place I love, take me all the way. And then instead of going back into the chords from the verse, we kind of have a key change here. So it ends up going F, F minor, D sharp, C sharp, right? So this isn't as nice chords wise to play, but it's still worth it. So we're gonna go F, F minor. So to go from an F to an F minor is bar the bottom 3 strings. So also bar the first fret of the G. So you hear the F, F minor. So that's what goes on here. We go F, F minor, D sharp to C sharp. So let's go from the end of that chorus into this kind of key change. Take me to a place, take me to a place I love, take me all the way, yeah, 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 no, yeah, yeah. And then it goes C, D sharp. So then you're continuing those chords. On the bridge downtown, where I drew some blood. On the bridge downtown, cannot get enough. Then you just kind of continue like that back to yeah, 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 yeah. And just kind of fade out or finish however you want on that F. So again, this is one of those songs that shows, you know, that people, they want the feeling of a song. They don't necessarily need a note for note replica performance of the original. They just want to feel it. And oftentimes it's the lyrics that they want to hear. Hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.